listening to TB&K on WSBC Boston, 9:50 a.m. I'm Kevin Lindsay here with Tim Best and Brendan Albertson. Today we're going to be discussing the NHL realignment and our NBA predictions for next season. If you'd like to call and talk to us during the show, you can call us at 617-867-5309. Here, Tim, what are your thoughts on the NHL realignment?
Well, my thoughts, I think it's a good move for the NHL. I mean, Winnipeg in the Southeast Division really doesn't sound right. I think it was the best move because Winnipeg, they really had to travel very long distances going to places like Tampa, Washington, and Carolina. It was just really exhausting. But the only drawback for me here is that Detroit is moving to the Eastern Conference, which kind of kills that rivalry with them and the Chicago Blackhawks.
Brendan?
I do agree with you, Tim, that with Detroit and moving into the Eastern Conference, it does kill off that rivalry with the Blackhawks, but you also have to mention that Columbus also moves into the Eastern Conference. I do agree with you as well on Winnipeg moving to the Western Conference because it just didn't seem right being in the Southeastern Division in the Eastern Conference, having to go to like Florida, Tampa Bay, Washington. Like, I don't see the point in that.
I think about the money they're spending on airplanes to Florida, and they could just be going to closer places and other teams. It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, not to mention
All that
hotels,
stuff.
everything.
It's just a logistical nightmare. All right, on to the NBA predictions. What are your thoughts for next year, Tim?
Well, I already started mine. Probably the best team in the East, probably Miami. Brooklyn probably just behind. In terms, the hometown Celtics, even though with all the losses, Paul Pierce, KG, and Jason Terry, I still think they're a playoff team, but probably like a 7 or 8 seed. And by the way, you gotta watch out for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons. I think they'll be playoff teams, and probably in the lower half of those 8 teams, like 6 or 8.
One point I want to make here is that we're talking about the Celtics and how we think they have little to no chance because they've lost a few players. We've seen it with the Yankees this year. We'll probably see it with the Patriots. Teams lose players, but they're teams that know how to win. They'll still do an okay job at winning, even if they don't have the normal players they had. The Yankees are 8 games over 500 with most of their supporting cast being injured all season. So it's clear that the teams can win like that. And we've got a caller here. This is Gavin from Boston. What are your thoughts, Gavin?
Is this not sharing community television?
No, this isn't Gavin. You're on WSBC Boston, 9:50 a.m. TB&K. You have any thoughts on sports and NBA predictions, NHL realignment?
Do you want the Celtics to just like blow it up and like get Andrew Wiggins maybe, or it's supposed to be a really good draft? Really good draft.
It's supposed to be a really good draft.
No, like you don't understand. Alright, just classic.
Oh yeah, we know that, Gavin. But I think they just gotta play their game. They can't focus on next year. They gotta play for now.
It's supposed to be a really good draft. I get that, but I mean, one player will not fix a franchise.
Canadian.
One player will not fix a franchise. And I think with that, we're gonna have to go to commercial break. When we get back, when we get back, we'll talk about college realignments and college football. I'm Kevin Lindsay, TB&K.
TB&K brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Be it one of a kind.
Buy the car.